Hey guys, minor update. I said a couple days ago that I had ordered GamerFingers and that I was so frustrated with the Alutimos and with the Crown 202s that, yeah, I just broke down and bought the GamerFingers from a reseller on Amazon. So the listing was for the HBFS 24s. These don't really look like 24 millimeter buttons now, do they? If I was crazy, I might just say that they looked like these might be the HBFS 30s. Now, if these had shown up and they had had all the same problems as the 202s and the Alutimos, then whatever. Because the thing with the Alutimos is that you basically have to modify the switch in order to get them to work. You have to twist the little pin on the bottom here. You can see I've twisted those a little bit. And if you don't do that, then it doesn't make contact when you put it in there. And also, the Alutimo have very small, very losable, annoying parts that just don't seem to be in there for any good reason. The crowns just don't really work with box style switches like this, because the crowns you have to modify if you want to get the actual characteristics of the switch, especially for a tactile or a clicky switch. You have to, the part that goes on the stem here, a little plunger thing that attaches to the button, you have to file that down a little bit if you want it to actually have enough travel to give you the characteristics of a clicky or a tactile switch. If all you care about is making that switch action smoother, so you want to put like a really good lubed linear switch in there, then more power to you. Buy the 202s, or if the tactile or clicky switches that you want to use do not have a box on them, I guess, I don't know that I can disassemble one of the crowns. These guys, one-handed, because you have to do all sorts of stuff. So I don't really have a way to prop my phone up here, but hey, we'll try. We'll try. We'll make an effort. Okay, cool. It's gonna fall down. It's gonna be awkward. I'm not gonna capture this very well. And during the actual popping it out process, it will probably be off screen. But just bear with me one moment. I'll keep talking. I'm not sure whether this is the one that I've modified or not. It's not, I don't think. I think this is one of the fresher ones, but we'll see. Whoops. Dropping things over here. You'll have to bear with me because I don't really want to show my face. Sorry, guys. Oh, I just haven't shaved in a minute. Alrighty, we got the piece out. So, one other cool, fun thing about these switches is that when you do pop them out, sometimes parts fly everywhere. So, let's look at the parts. Let's look at the breakdown here, shall we, for the 202s. This video wasn't even supposed to be about them, but you got your mechanical switch in there. Speed silver, standard, cool. Doesn't need a gasket on there. Yeah, whatever. This is the button itself. If you tap this enough times, that little like that little paper thing in there will come out, and then you get to have the cool kind of gamer fingery look with the clear plastic, and you can see this guy. This is the little plunger thing. I don't know if plunger is the right word. Oops. This little assembly that goes in the stem. Now you see how it's not just that little MX style cross thing, it also gets fatter there. For that reason, if you are using a box style switch, the file it down technique doesn't work. because it's gonna just catch the sides of the boxes, and instead of kind of extending the throw of the button, nothing is gonna happen. It's just gonna move down at the exact same, it's gonna have all the same characteristics, except it might be slightly less stable. Because this, it's better to show than tell. Okay, here's my old busted box switch here. Let's see if we can one-handed, I can't flip this over. It's not gonna auto-correct for me. Here we go. Okay, no, it's not in frame. Oh no, this is probably an easier way. I'm trying to do this through the phone thing. Can't see what I'm doing. There we go, I think. All right. As you can see, I'm very dexterous. It's a very good hobby for me to have. So, just because I don't want it to come off and I can't use both my hands. Like, you can see how the box is going to catch on that. And the plastic bit that on a standard style stem, so let's pull out something with a more standard style stem. You can see how deep this goes in there. See how it just almost fully depresses down in there? Actually, it does fully depress down in there. You can't see the stem at all. And there's a little bit more depth there than you'd think. I've never had any success with it, but other people have filed down this plastic part, and that has been the thing that has made their Crown 202s clicky. It's made their tactile 202s tactile with the switch modifications. For some reason, I am cursed to only like the box switches. I don't know. I don't know why. But at any rate, the 202s, without at least a little bit of modification, do not lend themselves to demonstrating the characteristics of the switch, which to me makes the whole thing pointless. Why would I get a button in which I can change the switch if none of the different switches that I put in there are going to produce a noticeably different result within the category of switches that I like, tactile and sometimes clicky. I don't hate every single linear, but it's not what I want from my keyboard. Now look at this. Look at this guy that I plugged in here. A little bit of a subtle difference between... No, you can tell, even on camera, you can hear it. There's your stock, silver. Barely sounds like anything besides a little bit of spring ping. But here, you can hear the tactile bump from a red panda. GamerFingers are the best switch, or they're the best button that you can hot swap that I've tried so far. And that sucks, because what came in the mail are not switches, buttons that I can put in my enclosure. Nor would I want to, because I use a leverless. I don't have a stick. And even with the sticks, I kind of prefer the 24mm buttons. I wouldn't say I have dainty little hands, okay, but I'm not Marquez Brownlee over here, right? I don't have like fingers longer than my whole arm or whatever. And even if I did, I don't know, it's just easier to have those things closer together. I think it's better, especially if you play a lot of 6-button or 8-button fighting games. 30 mils are great for 4-button and under, and if Tekken didn't have heat action and rage art, I could probably get away with an enclosure using 30 mils, but I just don't like them. My hands are used to the 24s. So now I'm gonna spend probably $100 buying 24 mil GamerFingers because damn it, why did these things have to be so good when you just can't buy them? It's ridiculous. That's really all I have to say. Please start selling these on Amazon, through GamerFinger, through the actual people making them, so I don't have to go through a reseller. And while I'm at it, I don't really want to spend $10 a Switch. I keep using Switch and button interchangeably, and that's very confusing. I don't want to spend $10 a button. Not when Crown, not when Sumetsu can sell these things for $2, $3, $4, $5 a pop. The Crowns are especially cheap. And given the fact that I hate them, they ought to be. They're also just so damn long. Look at these things. They managed to do it, and this is a 30 mil button. This is shorter than this. What is the point when these things don't seem to have any ability to gain or lose travel in their stock format? I do like, and this is probably a benefit of them being longer, I do like that they aren't quite as tall in the enclosure, just because my movement buttons are Punk Workshops, which are fine. I just wish they came in a screw form because the clip-ins feel so cheap, but I don't know. I'm not even as disappointed in these as I am in the Elotemos, because the Elotemos feel like almost as if they intentionally gimped it. I have a whole other video on what I don't like about the Elotemos. But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me that this was figured out so long ago, and I wonder if maybe they hold a patent or something that means these have to be just different enough to not really be good. That seems unlikely given the fact that, I don't know, these are, I think, made in China, but I don't think it's a Japanese company. And Sumetsu's a Japanese company. I'm pretty sure Crown/Samduksa is a Korean company. Not places that are well known for respecting each other's copyrights necessarily, so, or patents. Anyway, yeah, there's my 13 minutes. I thought I was gonna have some hobby time to modify buttons and put them in my case today, but I guess not. Instead, I'll be trying to deal with Amazon's refund policy. And, I mean, maybe keeping these, actually. Just because I like them. But it would be a lot easier to rationalize that decision if they didn't cost $10 a damn Switch. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter. Please make these more available. That's it. That's all I have to say. These are a really good product. And I don't think there's anything else on the market that does what these do as well. Okay. That's all I got to say on the matter. Thank you. Bye.